This is why Latinos don't care about deportation. Okay? Now, Latinos been catching a lot of flack from people from the Democratic Party. And what they've been saying is, well, you're going to get what you're going to get now that Trump is in office. Or you deserve what happens to you now that Trump is in office. What people don't seem to realize is Latinos, what I have realized is Latinos see deportation the same way as everybody else because the Latinos that voted are American citizens. If a person from Scottish, if a person from Ireland got deported, do you think white people would care? And for black people, if a person from Africa, um, Jamaica, had came over here illegally, would a lot of you have cared? Would that have swayed how you voted? So what people are starting to have trouble understanding is many of these Latinos, many of these Hispanics are two, three generations away from even having any dealings with Mexico, Cuba, these places. So they essentially think the same as you. They don't see the immigration crisis as a personal issue because they are legally here. So they are against illegal immigration because it's they're American first. I don't know why it's such a hard concept for y'all to grasp. They don't look at illegal immigrants as their brothers or their people. They see the American people as their people. Now, for you to force them or try to tell them how to think, that's going to make you lose the next election too. You have to accept it. You have to accept that identity politics does not work on anybody really anymore for the majority. It's starting to not work for black people too. So thinking the Latinos were going to vote Democrat just because they have an issue with other illegal Latinos and Latinas being deported. Well, as you saw, that's a failed strategy. They do not care. They actually want to get illegals out of this country for the most part. Now, I just don't see many um, Hispanics talking about it openly. But as soon as the election was over, I started talking and asking, and that's the consensus that I got across the board is would you be upset if a person from Jamaica got deported? And I said no. And a lot of people are saying that's the same thing. I don't have any I don't feel like I have anything in common with somebody from anywhere outside the United States. And if you are a person from Cuba, Mexico, if you are an American citizen and you're already in the culture, this is your home, you're legal, you're a citizen. Then outside of looking like these immigrants, you don't have anything in common with them. You don't have there's no connection. All right. Y'all Democrats are forcing the issue, making this, what did y'all try to call them? Latinx, all this? No. Americans are Americans. Americans can be many different races. All right. Americans, for the most part, don't side with identity politics anymore. They don't see people from the country that they might look like they're from. They don't see that country as important at all. That's why when the comedian made the joke about Cuba, and many people were thinking that that was going to sway the election, and Cubans laughed at that joke about the floating pile of trash or whatever that guy said. Well, they laughed because they don't care about Cuba. No, it's Puerto Rico. It's Puerto Rico, right? Yes, Puerto Rico. The Puerto Ricans still voted for Trump because they don't care about Puerto Rico. They're American. That's what they think. I mean, I'm just telling you, that might be a hard pill to swallow, but that's where we are right now with politics. The main issue in these people's minds are, how am I going to get more money in my wallet? So the economy should always be the main topic. The race baiting is not working anymore.